What have we got on today then?
We go to the barangay captain, and then after we go to the municipal office engineering, and then in Burgos, that's first we go to the barangay in Burgos, and then after for the certification from the barangay, and then we submit that to the engineering office, and then we go to Talibon. Because Nanay have something to do on her pension, so we bring her there, and then we also going to the engineering office. Then after that, on the way back, we're gonna give some mattresses because last Saturday it's very hot and we're out of time. Yeah, so we decided to go home and just bring the two mattresses here. So we just continue distributing today. And then after distributing the mattress, we go to Tulang, which is the other barangay, and we ask a barangay certification again, and then proceed to the municipality of Itafe to submit that form. So whoever go first on the road, available on the grader.
What we're looking at is we're trying to get help from the engineer, from the city, to not to do it for nothing, but to just do the job on the road, which will impact all of the people who travel that road, and there are many. There are other barangays. We actually split off onto a small section of road for ourselves, which actually comes to the house, and that is about, let's see, it's about 90 meters that takes us to join what we at the moment laughingly call a road down to the national highway. So what we've been doing is we've been trying to get the engineer to help us, and the last time we went, the engineer said, well, if you can prove to me that the road is in our not barangay, but in our area.
Yeah, because
what will they call that?
Yeah, the area.
Yeah, but what will they call that?
On the barangay.
It is barangay.
Yeah, because the time that we went there, both Terence and I, the man there said that okay, you will be scheduled on April, right? So when I went to the hospital for my checkup last Monday, I said to Terence, while I'm here, so that we can maximize the time. While I'm here doing my laboratory, you go to the to the engineering office and follow up for that road, for the grader, right? So he went there, and then the man that we talked the last time is not there.
So this proved to be not such a great idea, in fact, because there we saw the engineer, and we got downgraded. We got downgraded from we're on the roll for April to, well, if you can prove that that you're on the planet, we might be able to help you. And it didn't seem to mean very much to him when I said, well, it's a fact that we are in your area because we have the coordinates, and if you go on Google Maps, you can actually see the road, and you can see that it is within your area. Well, if you go to, he said, if you go to the barangay captain, and he will confirm that you are in the area, then we'll try to help you. So one thing always changes, and that's change.
Yeah, so we gonna go today to the barangay. We just do the process, and we're gonna go to the barangay captain and then submit it to the engineering, because we supposedly we tried to go to the private, the one who do some bulldozer, private contractor, but it's happened that their bulldozer there's some parts that needed to be replaced, but they got some rollers, and it takes for a few months. So yeah, we were hoping that we're gonna do it this month. That's what our target, this month or April, because that's the time that it's not it's not raining. It's summer.
We need to get it done in a dry season. Yeah, that's clear.
Yeah, there's still rain, but it's not like in always raining or there's a typhoon. So that's what our target this month and next month. So that's our target to make this road possible. Although there's some hindrances that do that. There's still a lot of things to do in the other barangays. So we're positive that we can make it. So we need to do it and forward to do it. Yeah. So the gaff that Shepherd sent to us was been placed the 150,000 just for that road. So
in other words, Beth has an incredible mind, one which I don't have, for keeping all of the various projects that we have, funded or not, or part funded. All of those are kept in isolation to everyone. So we never consider what we have to be in one lump. It's in separate budgets for separate projects. So when money comes in to do one house, it does that one house.
Yeah.
And the road, we were gifted 150,000 by a subscriber who we call the Shepherd, and he wanted to see the road done, and that's what we're doing, and that's what we have held in abeyance. I like to go on the basis of, if the person decided they wanted to have the money back, could they do it? And if the Shepherd suddenly said, I would like to have that money back, please don't do that, Shepherd, then we would be able to do that, because the money is there, it's intact, it has not been used for a purpose, no matter how good, right? We would only have used it anyway for a good purpose, but it's not been used for anything else. It will be there when it's needed for the road.
Yeah, it was safekeep. It was been set aside because that's for the gaff towards the road.
So it's in an account especially for that.
Yeah, so again, that's what we're hoping, and that's what we're gonna do. So let's move it.
Let's move it.
Yeah, so please like, comment, and subscribe. And again, to all our supporters on our housing projects and our education projects, to our mattress, thank you, Sandman.
Oh, and that's one thing that I would like to say, which we weren't going to deal with, but we're notified constantly now, happily, constantly, from people. Patreon always tell us when someone has donated or has pledged to send money, and that money really is to help us to take over. It's really to help us with our running costs.
Yeah.
But in fact, we use that as well to field the pleas for help that we get, what we think of as our early morning calls. And even Alan, the Canadian, was an early morning call. He arrived at our door early in the morning with his wife and child, and we're able to, not in his particular case because it was a lot more money that he needed, but when we have someone who comes and they need help on a prescription or something like that, we don't have to think about it. We just draw it from our Patreon account. And so I want to say a big thank you for those who donate everything, believe it, from $1 to $100. I think that our biggest patron is for $150, isn't it, honey?
200.
It's for $200.
Thank you so much, sir. You know who you are.
Yes, and
you are the big mentor and supporter to us. Thank you.
Yeah, and it means a terrific amount to us, and it does mean it just means that we can help with the smaller things, which if we didn't have that, would be very difficult for us to help with all of the various things that people come and they need. I don't know, we have older people who need rice, and we're able to do that.
Yeah, aside from that, it's a big help on our expenses, on the gasoline, on the some repairs that done on the truck because of the road, the difficult parts that we've been going. So that's why sometimes I said to Terence that we just put gasoline the other day, and now we need the full tank again. So I said to Terence, you know what? If
she registers that we put 1,000 pesos of gas in, but she doesn't register that we've been going up and down between Taliban and our home 4 or 5 times or something.
Yeah, because
hey, what? It needs gas again.
Yeah, because I just remember the other day I put around 1,500 plus, and then now
the other day.
Yeah, and then I said to Terence, you know what? If our P combined together, we don't have a problem. You know.
If our what?
Our P, remember you P, I P, put it in the tank of the truck, no problem.
We're reaching rock bottom here. I think it's time to end the video.
Yeah.
When we're talking about peeing into the tank of the. Yes, dear.
Yes, so again, thank you so much. Thank you so much, because it's a big help for supporting our Patreon account. It's a big help. Thank you so much, and God bless.
And she's not going to be driving on the national highway before she's learned how to operate the clutch. Okay?